Sometimes, to gain a winning edge, the slightest adjustments in your performance can lead to large improvements in your game. So watch for those small details in game film. Take seemingly trivial criticism to heart, and never settle with how solid things seem to be. You can be content with what you have, but you can also choose not to be. You can be dismayed by temporary failures, or you can choose to keep striving onward. It's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place. I once had a young player who wanted to be great, so we played him with the older group. He got destroyed every game, but improved wildly. One day his mom begged the coach to play him at his age so he could see his greatness. But the player found out and demanded to remain on the older team. And that's the mindset that eventually made him great. What's up? Hey, how you guys doing? Yep, we got a new intro screen. And we're getting fancy. I figured since we had all those videos and I spent so much time on them, I might as well put them out there for everyone to see. So now you guys are the star of the show, as you should be. All right, and one day, this mug right here, it won't be on your screen. I'm gonna find someone once we get enough money to pay someone who can really do this show and give us some justice. Give them the reins, basically. Anyways, first question is, high school guys, how are tryouts going? All right, that's the question for the day. Answer in the comment section, please. What's up, Connor Rush? What's up, Ben Kaufman? Here. Attendance. Say you're here if you're here. What's up, bro? He does. All right, let me know how tryouts are going. If you're doing badly, if you're doing well, whatever. We have one player, Lucas, not try out. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. I know he didn't put in enough work yet because he's only been a part of the program a little while because he's been doing football and things like that. But you gotta at least try and fail. All right. But at the same time, I told him, let's do it. If you want to spend a year just to try for next year, that's good. He did not look excited. All right. So someone speak to him if you happen to see him. Let's get him hyped. If you focus for a year, dude, wait, he said he couldn't make the freshman team. Okay, legit. If he tried for a full year, he can make like JV or varsity by next year. So, I mean, if you're willing to work for it, but I don't think like working hard in basketball is something that he loves. But maybe he can make it that way. 'Cause I know he likes to make the team. All right, so who knows? Doing decent. Decent is a start. Finn Kaufman, 45 365. Thanks for the update, man. That's how many days that you've been dyeing your hair black or something. I made JV for now, but I will be moved up to varsity soon. I did better than many juniors and seniors out there. All right, just make sure that you're not sitting on the bench as a varsity player. You want to be playing. Again, your freshman year doesn't really matter. All right, I got moved from the freshman, sophomore tryouts to the junior, senior varsity trials. That's good. I think I made JV. As long as you're playing, man, it's all good. Again, my brother, who used to help me in California, he got the head coaching job for a JV girls team in the area. And I was like, how is it coaching for a team that isn't paying you money to coach them? He goes, so much better. Oh my God. I don't even see the parents, right? Because the parents are crazy, right? And the kids are crazier when they're paying for it because they're like, if I pay you, you better give my baby some playing time, right? So what that ends up doing is you start to feel like you're owed something. If you're owed something, you don't want to do anything. You're like, nope, you owe me. I'm sitting right here. But when it's for the school, now it's like I have to work for it. And then when it's for the school, now you have peer pressure because now you're trying to show up for girls or boys, right? And if it's for the school, now you have this whole like camaraderie that nothing else can match. And if it's for the school, yo, you gotta play for that school because you're not even allowed by law to play for a different school, right? So it's like the coach has so much power that's what makes it cool. For the AAU programs like we have, playing for my program is better than playing for school, but at the same time, you do this all to play for school. Think about that, all right? Don't make it the biggest priority, I'm telling you, unless you're just a high school player, which is okay. Because I was just a college player, and that meant the world to me. But I bet you if Kobe went to college, he wouldn't have cared that much about it. I mean, you can care during the games. You can care during the practices. But outside of it, yo, man, you got to kind of sabotage yourself. Because it means just as much as, like, YMCA basketball, really. I won 2 state championships, and I legit just, like, walked through the line and was like, whatever. Bigger things. So think bigger than that. Don't get caught up in it too much, even though it's so fun. It really is fun. I had a blast during high school. I had a blast during college. And when you play for your team, it just means so much more like spirit-wise because your friends are there, right? Don't get caught up in that too much because it's just going to slow you down. All right? Again, unless like I told this one girl, she 8th grader, she had cerebral palsy. I was like, yo, your career's over. Have as much fun as possible. Make the most of this 8th grade year. But she said, no, I want to make the high school team. And she made the JV team somehow, some way. So, hey, not even her. She didn't even back down. And she was like, no, I'm going to go above it. So don't cash out all your chips right now. I can definitely compete with our players from the varsity team. That's good. All right, they are bigger and stronger, man. You saw the last highlight video where I had you lifting weights compared to Blaze. That's the difference. Yeah, the strength difference and the speed difference, those are huge. Plus, they're more experienced. They know all the offenses and all the defensive stuff. But again, this is nothing all be all. You guys have bigger goals out there. Don't forget that. You have bigger goals. And if it's just your freshman year, let's say that you started your freshman year, you're not going to contribute so much to where it's going to be a memorable impact on your life. So go for the next 3 years. Like, honestly, like work out the morning of the games. Like work out extra. Just work right now. And don't worry so much about like succeeding right now. All right, you're on the team. Good. Play hard. All right, but don't get so focused on like the wins and losses and the minutes that you play right now. Do not get focused on that because that will kill you. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Blaze has good genes from his dad. Are you dogging your dad? That's crazy. Anyways, let's go through the elementary stuff real quick. We got elementary school drills. We got wall, floor, tap dribbles. All right, that's when you go like this off the floor and going back and forth off the floor, whatever, right? But I can show you that by, let's see, wall, floor, tap dribbles right here. We go in between our legs and tap the floor. Notice that Finley right here is not raising up and bending down. She's only staying even, right? Only staying even. She could have a better back, but it's okay. And after you do 20 of each, you want to switch legs again. Keep both your feet straight. Her back foot is kind of crooked, but now you touch the wall. You should be at the same height. She kind of raised up. Ian's way up. All right. You want to make sure that you were as low as you were for the floor one, and then for the last one, you want to touch the wall and the floor back and forth. And that's the one she's going to do now. It's floor, floor, tap, wall, wall. Floor, floor, wall, wall. She should get closer. There you go. Floor, floor, wall, wall. Floor, floor, wall, wall. All right. So that's that drill. All right. Moving on, we got our double team step through. Again, that's with two people guarding you whenever you get trapped by two people. All right. The best thing that you can do is to keep all 6 paths open. All right, and that's with your upper right hand, lower right hand, upper left hand, lower left hand, be able to pass ambidextrously. All right, and then up middle and also pump fake middle and then step through with your body as the worst case scenario. They can't guard all 6 if you're just getting double teamed. And at the same time, you need your offensive players to come through and help you out. All right, and as far as the offensive players go, all right, they need to be right here. So if this guy right here has the ball, all right, let's add a ball in his hand right there. All right, and then we got defenders everywhere, right? All right, we got this guy here, that guy there, that guy there, that guy there, that guy there. All right, and as we're guarding them, no matter where they bring the double team from, it should be a wrong answer. All right, but what it's going to take is more than just the person with the ball. All right, more than just the person with the ball needs to do something. So if he's getting double teamed, right here. Obviously, that guy can't just be wide open. That'll be too easy, right? So he's going to be right here. Obviously, you can't leave the guy underneath the basket wide open, so he's going to be like right here. They're going to probably leave the guy furthest from the ball open, all right? And that's how they're going to play it if they're double teaming, all right? You want to pump fake and make sure that this pass is taken, all right? And if that pass is taken, this guy has to open up, and then this pass needs to be taken as well. So he needs to be there. Now you have the whole middle. Right, but now you're playing with this. Those are very, very long passes. So we also need this person right here to sprint forward. All right, to make this an impossibility. All right, so he has to choose one. All right, and if this person doesn't sprint forward, it takes all 5 people to want to be involved. If that person doesn't sprint forward, well, now you're just trapped because trying to throw the ball over 2 people that far, it's going to get picked off. From all that far, this guy can come over and take the ball. All right. So when you do this drill, it's only with these people when you're going this way. All right. You're going like this, and these guys are off. All right, and only this guy's right here, and you guys are in a little like diamond or so. He has the ball. He'll pass it to you, and then they will trap you, and then you'll try to pass out of it. All right. Either look to the left. Look to the right, bottom and top, look to this side, and then you step through if they're guarding the outsides. As he passes, this guy comes forward to catch the ball. As he catches it, he will take his place, and then this guy, they will all just rotate. They will rotate spots, and as soon as he hands it to him, boom, now these 2 trap. Then he'll do the same thing, try to pass on the outside wherever. This guy will step forward, and then we will keep rotating around. Do you understand that? That's the drill. All right, and then you continue. All right, what do we have here in the comment section? Unless I do horrible today, well, don't do horrible today. Yeah, it's just the JV team so far. I can definitely compete with our whatever guys. Yeah. Read all that. I'm making varsity. That's the mindset today. All right, no, definitely that's the mindset. Yeah. I want to make varsity, but even if you make varsity, and they're gonna bench you, if they're gonna play you like 3 minutes a game, ask to play JV, because you just need games under your belt. And what games do is it gives you game experience. What games do, it lets you learn their system. But what games do, like the biggest thing that games do, is it allows you to have a light at the end of the tunnel. It allows you to be like, I want to work hard for this right now. And it's hard to see 7 years into the future and constantly see like that. So what you need are games in the meantime, as these small little milestones. All right, you need games to show you like that you've gotten better in this and this and this, and just to keep that fire lit underneath you. So you do need games, all right, but you need games where you play. All right, and unless you're a senior, you don't desperately need to be on varsity. I mean, it's whatever. Now there is better competition on varsity. So if you are playing, yeah, I would rather you play in the varsity level, but I don't want you sitting playing varsity. So if you're playing anywhere under 10 minutes a game, I mean, you could swing, play JV in varsity if you want to do that. But make sure that you're getting those minutes and getting that time so that you can become a better player. All right. But I do have to leave soon. Never leave. All right. You know what? Can we do trivia soon? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see where it is. I did put it in automatic. But let's go with the quote of the day real fast. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got to talk about the other two things. Play with key points. That's what's driving inside the key. So when you're in your tryouts, do this. All right. Drive into the key. Get inside the key. That will be the biggest difference. Get inside the key and don't turn the ball over. All right, get inside the key and then pass the ball out. Get inside the key, put up a shot. Get inside the key, dribble back out with the retreat dribble. Get inside the key so everyone is rotating. So when you do pass it out, now you've made those drives that much better for that team. So for our key points, we give you points every time that you get inside the key and you successfully pass the ball back out. All right, so you get 1 point for your team. So pretend that it's that kind of game, and then basically you're like Chris Paul. Scale and hype, that's just between our flare, cut to the wing, and then hype is our backdoor to post. 49 seconds down by 3 with free throws. If there are 6 seconds left and we are down by 3 with free throws, we want to hit both of our shots, and either way, we're going to foul them right away. You do want to deny, but if there's 6 seconds left, they can just hold the ball. Anything underneath 10 seconds left, they can just hold the ball. If it was underneath 3 seconds, now we want to like miss on purpose to try to get a rebound. But now we want to make all the shots. Definitely make the shots so we're down by 1. If we're down by 2 or 3, it's the same thing. We're fouling right away. Keep as much time on the clock as possible. That's how you play that. All right, 5-on-5, winners run. All right, this is to tell if you really want to win the 5-on-5 games. Okay, so we'll play 5-on-5 in just scrimmage, and then whoever wins has to run a Nash drill. All right, so do you want to lose and not run, or do you want to win and then just run? All right, can I have a few seconds heads up for trivia? Our coach is the Stargate coach, 5:30 through 7:30. I see. All right, anyways. We will go to trivia just so he doesn't have something to lie about. All right. But again, making it way too easy for you. Way too easy for you. All right. Here's the trivia question today. Trivia question is, we got 7-7 tie for Fenn and Connor. And then Sean Amin with 2. And where's Rohit Das? Can he not win? Do you not have Google, man? All right. Here's the trivia question today. Which school, as in like a college, which college featured the first all-black starting lineup to win an NCAA championship? Now I would say, like, which college doesn't have an all-black starting lineup? But okay, that's the question is, which college featured the first all-black starting lineup to win an NCAA championship? My guess? I guess I would guess that. What is it? Oh, I was wrong. Really? Huh. Interesting. You win, because I will never do that trivia. Do the trivia, Rohit. Don't be a loser, man. You got to be a winner, homie. Texas Western College. And that is the answer. Do you know what they're called now? They are is now known as the University of Texas at El Paso, UTEP, not TCU. No, that's a nice guess. Texas Western made history in 1966 as Don Haskins' squad won 72-65, beating the favored all-white Kentucky team. Playing under arch segregationist coach Adolph Rupp. The minors team inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's crazy. He's playing against a racist guy, too. That should be like a movie, right? I'm sure we'll see that movie soon. So we got Finn Kaufman with the lead now. We let you stay for the trivia, Connor, and you lost it. What's going on, Connor? It's all right, though. Nice try. But, yes, Finn Kaufman with the win. Great job, great job, great job. Let's get to a commercial break, and then we're right back after this. I love that we have a commercial with Connor in it. It's amazing. Anyways, let's go to our story of the day and let's watch it. A college player once asked to work out with Kobe Bryant. Kobe agreed and told him to be at the gym at 6 o'clock. The next morning, the kid wasn't there, and Kobe later told him to never ask again. The kid said he figured he meant 6 p.m., and Kobe replied, "Why would I work out then? Everyone works out then. I work when no one else is willing to." Alright, that's a true Kobe story, and that was about O.J. Mayo, who actually ended up in the pros and played for the Grizzlies, I believe, and some other teams, I'm sure. But yeah, random story. I did not ask O.J. Mayo's permission to put his name in this, so that's why I didn't include his name. But yeah, Kobe wanted to work out when no one else was willing to. He wanted to do more than what everyone else was willing to do. And that's one of the reasons that he was so great. All right. So basically, basic rule of thumb is if you're working as hard as everyone on your team, you're not working hard enough. I don't care how hard they're working. If you're not the hardest worker in your team, I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, how fat you are, how ugly you are, really, then you're not working hard enough. So make sure that you're working harder than everyone else and put in more hours than they're willing to do. Now, if you have a crazy guy on your team, like Connor, who's leading in our freaking attendance by like 1,000,000 points, then it's going to be a little tougher. But that's what makes great teams. All right? It's the two things that it takes to have a great team is a great leader and then a whole bunch of followers trying to keep up to that leader, basically. All right? So if you don't have that leader on your team, that's just an open door for you to be that leader. Okay? So make sure that you guys are trying to be that leader. That's why he was sure it was PM. I'm pretty sure Kobe said 4 o'clock, right? No, I heard he said 6. I'm not sure. But yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure that story has different turns too. Who knows? But if Kobe told me to work out, I don't know. I think I would just from hearing stories about him, I would assume it would be like at 2 o'clock in the morning, just automatically. So because that's what that crazy dude did. And I also know that when you work out like early in the morning, and you push yourself like through something, you don't work out when it's comfortable. When it's comfortable, it's too easy, right? When you work out when like no one else wants to work and like you're hurting to wake up, and someone during the game that you trained for tries to steal the ball from you, you get this like feeling that you will like murder them for the ball, right? And that's the same feeling that like parents get, especially like moms. They go through all this pain, right, with the stork delivery and stuff, right? And all this pain to have a kid, and then someone's going to try to kidnap that kid? Oh, no, you're not. Imagine if it was just like that easy to have a kid. And it was just like, oh, whatever. Oops, popped out. That was easy. Then your parents wouldn't care about you that much. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that. John calls someone other than me ugly. Yeah, I got tired of picking on you, man. But yeah, so like when you go through hard times, you go through trials and tribulations, that just makes you like love that thing that much more, and no one's gonna steal it from you. So if you have a choice between working at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., yeah, choose the 6 a.m. one, man. All right, picture of the day is, oh yeah, Kevin Durant got blitzed by our homie Steph Curry, dude. Steph Curry went nutso last night against like basically like one of the best teams in all of basketball. Yo, I mean, the Warriors are legit. The Warriors are legit, and Steph Curry is the MVP. But I only bring this up because of this. Is Steph better than Kevin Durant? Probably not. He's not as tall. Did he do better in this game? Yes. Will they only face each other twice this year? Yes. Will everyone think he's better? Yes. You don't get 10 chances in life. Kevin Durant has 2 chances to prove his case for MVP, and it's when he plays against Steph Curry or else. That's it. It's when you go head-to-head. That's all that people will think about. You might have been sick on that day or whatever. So for your tryouts, it's not the whole season. You get 1 week or 3 days sometimes to do tryouts. And you got to do well. So when your back's against the wall, you got to step it up. And if you practice like you play, then you're always stepping it up. All right? If you practice like, oh, it's okay, it's just a practice. Oh, it's okay, I'll go a little soft. No, dude. I've heard it from some of our players. They don't practice because they're hurt. They were hurt. My stomach hurts, my foot hurts, whatever. Then I hear about what they did the next day. They went to their game for their school and played. And also played well. Then the next day, they're hurt again for practice. I'm like, yeah, really? Really? If you can play in a game, you can play in practice. You need to see every single practice like a game. And when you do that, you create this habit that won't ever go away. So in the end, it is true. Kevin Durant didn't do as well, so he loses. That's it. Or he wasn't going as hardest. One of those two things, right? Because he got blitzed. So you can have unlucky days and things like that, but he gets another chance. Step it up for the big times and go as hard as you possibly can, and then you won't have anything to worry about. All right? Moving on. Let's see. Curry MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Curry Rookie of the Year, too. He might get Coach of the Year at this point. Man. All right. We got our middle school stuff. Manu Ginobili layup, hand up to 2 shots, offensive free throw rebounds, side right. 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws. 5-on-6 press break. If you have the book, make sure that you're doing the book. You can even do these things and add it to our homework section, okay? When you add it to our homework section, you can do the daily challenge. So if you're a 9th grader and today is, what is today? It's like 11, it's November something. November 18th? No, maybe. Wait. Alexa? Nope, she's not talking to me. Yo, what is today's date?
It's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021.
Oh, yeah, but we're talking about tomorrow, so it's the 18th on this? Okay. So, if you are a 9th grade player, your daily challenge is you're on day 19 of the workout card. 10 minutes of ball handling, 100 push-ups, 200 jump shots, and 10 minutes of jump ropes. Either shoot 100 jump shots or make 100 jump shots. You can do it. You can do it. So make sure that you guys are doing the work in here and you're posting it to the homework section. Let's check out the homework section real quick. What do we have here for homework? Who's posted homework? We got Connor Rush posted some homework. Blake Bastani on the list. I haven't seen that dude in a while. It's a California kid posted some homework. All right, Rohit Daz. All right, so not a ton, but you guys are doing tryouts right now, so you're slowing down. Don't slow down. All right, keep working, keep posting, even if it's going to make your tryouts worse. See, that's the hard part, right? That's the hard part. That's what I was saying about Matthew Dellavedova, and that you guys kind of were like, whatever. This dude on college game days was working out in the morning. Okay, you have to see how big that is. No, it was not a little high school practice. Sorry, a little high school tryout. It wasn't even a high school practice. It wasn't a high school game. It wasn't an AAU game. It wasn't a college tryout. It wasn't a college practice. It was a college game. You have to see that. And he was willing to sacrifice that to work out more. That, which would, if you got one chance to be in that, you would skip everything in your life to play in one college game. And he's like, I don't care about that so much as me getting better. He tried his hardest in the game. He did well in the game, but he was willing to sacrifice the game by working extra. And when I say working, I mean like sweating like a dog, timing himself, running and stuff like that. And and just like you, I never did that crap. I never did that. Because I was like, I'm prepared for this game. This game matters so much. So understand what matters and what doesn't matter. And if you keep in your mind that the one thing that matters right now is you improving to the point of getting into college one day, then you'll make it. If you want to get into the NBA one day, you got to do that during college. If you want to make it to the Hall of Fame, you got to do that while you're in the NBA. All right, the level that you exalt is the level that you will remain. Don't forget that. All right, did I talk about the quote of the day? What was it? The quote of the day. There we go. Success demands singleness of purpose. That's the quote of the day. All right. Success demands singleness of purpose. All right. And speaking of singleness of purpose, the high school stuff is 2-on-1 break, flares, baseline out of bounds defense, 5-second count extension, 49 seconds down by 3, 5-on-5 oldest versus youngest. For a 5-second count extension, that's if you catch the ball, you get 5 seconds to hold the ball before they call you for a 5-second violation. They will count like that. But when they get to 4 and you dribble, just in place, they will switch hands and give you another count. They will restart their count. Once they get to 4 on this one, pick it back up and you get 4 more seconds. So now you really don't have a 5-second count extension. You have 12 seconds to pass the ball. All right, so be smart with your time. Be patient. Don't let that get ahead of you. But to talk about the quote of the day, success demands singleness of purpose. Curry and KD are overshadowed by LeBron. Not so much anymore. It's getting even now. LeBron's very old. Success demands singleness of purpose. Now, I'm not saying to only play basketball, only think basketball, only do that. I'm saying the drive that you have. When you turn on that drive, it needs to be towards a certain purpose. Now, you should eat basketball, meaning diet well. You should sleep basketball, means sleep enough. All right? You should, whatever you do, if everything that you do is geared toward the singleness of purpose, it doesn't have to be that exact thing. You still do other things. Like, hey, if you want to hang out with friends, hang out with your basketball friends, right? If it's like that, if you're gonna watch a movie, watch a sports movie that will motivate you. That's the kind of singleness of purpose that I'm talking about. If you do that, you'll have true success. And in a sport, I mean, that's pretty easy. But in any realm, whether it's science or whatever, there's so many multifaceted avenues to see it that you can possibly still have a very, very full life doing something with the singleness of purpose that it takes to be extremely successful. You do not have to do this. You can be a jack of all trades, master of none. But if you do this, I would say your life will be a lot more fulfilled because you probably love 10, 20, 50 things in life. If you just focus on your top 3, you're going to get them. If you try to get all 50, you're going to jumble those things. You're going to drop it. All right? So pick the things that you love the most and then grab those things in life and you'll be happy. So success demands singleness of purpose. Vince Lombardi, old football coach, said. We forgot so many parts of LeBron. LeBron's career is older than me. Oh, yeah, that is weird. That is crazy. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, that is my time, and I will see y'all later. All right. And don't forget to keep doing the homework, keep doing the stuff. If you're going to be at workouts tonight, I'll see you then. All right. Peace, everybody.